And so the teams, and change in the Italian team was certain from the moment Daniele De Rossi was booked against Japan to trigger his suspension today. Andrea Pirlo's leg injury takes him out of the equation too. In addition, they make alterations by choice. Maggio, Barzagli and Giaccherini drop out of the side which started on Wednesday. Abate returns at full-back, Bonucci a chance at centre-back, Marchisio comes back into midfield, and Balotelli will be flanked this time by Diamante and Candreva. Regardless of their confirmed progress, Brazil stick as close as they can to the tried and trusted team. The only change is in midfield. Paulinho is injured, which offers a great opportunity to Hernanes, who plays his club football in Italy with Lazio. It is a homecoming of sorts for three of these 11. Dani Alves, David Luiz, who plays despite a broken nose, and Hulk, all now stars of European football, began their professional careers here in Salvador with either Bahia or Vitoria. So can the game match the occasion? If it does, stand by for something sizzling, because the occasion is exceptional. It matters this because winning the group is a marker in itself. It matters because avoiding Spain in the semi-finals is certainly preferable. And it matters because it is Italy versus Brazil. It is self-evident. And that is an early error which lets in Fred for Brazil. And here's found Oscar, who ran in to a firm and necessary tackle from De Chilio. And certainly got Montolivo off the hook. An early error by the man who is trying to fill the boots of Pirlo. And Fred has played it in here, and Oscar would have scored but for an heroic intervention by Chiellini. Two desperate early errors from Italy which have gone unpunished. Here's Hulk, and he is denied by Buffon. Oh, that has got the crowd up. Nervy, twitchy start from the Italians. Flung in by Neymar, away by Montolivo. Oscar! He's been involved all right in the first 2 minutes of the game. Starts the game from Brazil, though. Buffon required to make a stop from Hulk. Here's Marchisio. Caught up by Hulk, who couldn't dispossess him. In by Marchisio. Balotelli squirms into the side netting. It was a determined win of the ball by Claudio Marchisio, but Balotelli had too much realistically to achieve. Hernanes. Marcelo. Hernanes. Oh, it's a lovely little flick, and Neymar has dragged it right across the face. Gorgeous touch from Oscar, put him in. Neymar didn't get ideal contact. Look at that, how wonderfully imaginative from Oscar. Everything that Neymar could have wanted. And then he pulled across the ball. And once more, Dante, the Bayern Munich centre-back, is preparing himself as a likely replacement. And indeed, he will now make his first appearance in this tournament, and a special one for him it will be too, because he was born here in Salvador, a homecoming for Dante. And what a great welcome for the local lad. Heading now into a couple of minutes of stoppage time at the end of a first half, which, truth be told, hasn't quite lived up to expectation. Neymar given a purposeful push by Candreva. Played in by Neymar. Fred! Buffon away! Turn back in, and Brazil have their lead on the cusp of half-time, given them by the homeboy. Dante in Salvador. His first goal for Brazil in his hometown. Fred's was the original header. Buffon could do nothing but parry. And Dante scores a dream goal. The moment of his professional life. It is storybook stuff for the young man born and raised in Salvador to come back here and play his first competitive game for Brazil and to score in it. And that really is the story of the first half. He came on as a substitute for David Luiz and grabbed his moment in front of what he might consider to be his football family. So Italy have it to chase. And there aren't too many who successfully chase a game against Brazil once they're behind. Italy, to their credit, did chase a game just 3 nights ago in Recife against Japan from 2 behind and ended up snatching a 4-3 win, but sloppiness in their own defensive third, which was a standout feature of the first half, has begun already in the second. And there's Fred, and here is Oscar, and Fred again, and Oscar just towed it gently towards Buffon. Lovely bright interchange between the two Brazilians. And once more it was a gift from the Italian defenders. Marcelo. Maggio had an arm across Neymar. So we'll have another free kick. Diamante making himself the first line of defence in the face of Neymar and Marcelo. Generally the two over a left-sided Brazil free kick. Next season there'll be Real Madrid and Barcelona. They'll have no time for each other. Marcelo's ball in, which bounced off Fred, up and over. Luis Gustavo was in there with the centre-forward. Each rather got in the other's way. In any case, the flag should have gone up. It was Fred who made the last contact. And he just twitched it up and over. Oh, Giaccherini scores! Out of nothing, out of the blue. Emmanuel Giaccherini with his second international goal. It's only the second time this evening Italy have had a chance to score a goal. Route one, nothing sophisticated about this. Heaved forward by Buffon, nicked on smartly by Balotelli, and then Giaccherini had to do it himself. That really is a good touch by Balotelli, who stayed down and didn't see as Giaccherini went on and lashed it past Julio César. Marcelo. Neymar. Went over Maggio and has a free kick. The Italians are implying that Neymar took a dive. Maggio, though, did hang out a foot and invited Neymar to go over it. Neymar, gorgeous! Just gorgeous! The boy is a superstar. Picture book goal. Beloved of a nation. Buffon had that side of the goal. He was close to it, but he barely twitched. 3 games, 3 goals, each one of them a memory in itself. That back in towards Balotelli. Came out for Marcelo, who was looking to free Hulk, and apologises that the pass wasn't well executed. Maggio is tripped, and Italy have another free kick. An hour gone in Salvador. Neymar on Maggio. Balotelli over the free kick. Can he match Neymar again? Mario Balotelli. Oh, it was dipping viciously. And Julio Cesar did the safe, sensible thing. Diamante. Thiago Silva clear. Balotelli. Made by Marcelo. That's a beautifully executed free kick this. Look at the ball dip just as it reaches Julio Cesar. Chiellini playing with fire rather. But, not getting burnt, rather just getting fouled by Hulk, from whom a word of smiling apology. Two big heavyweights of the world game. They can both look after themselves. A little bit of transatlantic love. Marcelo, that's a lovely ball for Fred. Fred! 3-1 Brazil. Sheer brute force. It's a smashing ball from Marcelo, but Fred still had an awful lot to do. Really strong in possession and really forceful of finish. Chiellini biting away, nibbling away, making it hard, but Fred kept his feet and kept his head and found the net, and Brazil have a cushion now. This is an interesting young player we're about to get a look at in place of Neymar, who can now put his feet up and take a personal ovation. And here's why. He just knows how. And tens of thousands, millions of Brazilians love him. Diamante. Sweet feet from him, aiming it in towards Balotelli. Out by Dante. Giaccherini. Gets a corner. Diamante for Giaccherini. Out by Silva. Lost by Alves. Diamante. Shaped with the outside of his left boot. Neatly done that. Not an easy skill to execute. But, still a couple of yards off target via the deflection. Candreva's take. Chiellini. Whistle had gone. No goal given. Well, there was great confusion there, and the Brazilian players are surrounding the referee. There was the sound of the referee's whistle, or at least of a whistle. There, he puts his whistle to his mouth, and then he allows the goal. This is a most extraordinary sequence of events. Really, the referee is the key figure here. But, nothing doing. Forward again by Bonucci. Arms right in front of the relevant defender. Nothing unnatural about that. Candreva's outswinger. Oh, against the crossbar from Aquilani. Giaccherini attempting to follow up. Brazil getting bodies round the ball. This was a thumping header. Actually, Maggio ahead of Aquilani. He gave that plenty. Italy that close to equality. Montolivo. Maggio. Marcelo was not for stopping. Tipped him over, conceded a free kick. And Brazil a little bit under the cosh. Marcelo's assertion was that he was merely trying to compete for the ball. Maggio more or less laid down on it and used it as a pillow. Marcelo was not letting him sleep. Candreva, Balotelli! Very smartly worked. A late unnoticed dash from Balotelli, who's getting into a tiff with Luis Gustavo. Right thinking from the Italians. Marcelo. Tripped as he tried to go beyond Candreva. It's a lovely take from Giaccherini. Now Bernard. Marcelo! Fred! That does it! There's no catching them now. Goals, goals, Brazilian goals. Brazilian gold is the prominent colour in Salvador tonight. Buffon helpless. Good awareness from Bernard when the ball squirmed towards him. Fred was working for space and was borderline offside. Maybe De Chilio played him on. It was close when Marcelo had the shot. Buffon could only parry, and Fred's task was simple. His second goal of the day, and Brazil's fourth. Football so often its escape. Brazil march thrillingly on. Italy follow them into the semi-finals, but were beaten here in Salvador in another truly entertaining encounter by 4-2.
Three changes for Japan from the side that started against Italy. Captain Makoto Hasube is suspended after being booked in both of Japan's matches so far. He's replaced in midfield by Hajime Hosogai. Defenders Ochida and Yoshida both dropping to the substitutes bench. They're replaced at the back by Yuza Kurihara and Hiroki Sakai. Four changes for Mexico, including in goal, where Guillermo Ochoa is preferred to Jose Corona. Diego Reyes and Raul Jimenez making their first starts, while Jesus Zavala is recalled to midfield. Jimenez having come on as a substitute in both matches so far. Flores, Salcido and captain Francisco Rodriguez are among the substitutes today, so Gerardo Torrado, making his 141st international appearance, takes over as captain. There is a very big population in Brazil of Japanese descent, and they're here in large numbers, as you can hear. Endo. Chance for a shot, perhaps. Now there is. A save from Ochoa. And that went over the goal line. It's a corner kick, the first of the match. And Japan so close to scoring there through Kagawa. Didn't really get too much power on the shot here. As you can see, he just pokes it towards goal. Endo. Sakai. Honda. Just a little touch on. Kagawa was trying for the shot. Driven in by Endo. Deflected in, and the flag has gone up. It's offside. And Okazaki knows it as well. Not too much in the way of protests from the Japanese striker. Mexico unable to clear it properly. Dos Santos. Torres can try again. Off the post. Guardado with the header. And the closest we've come to a goal in this match so far. Andres Guardado in plenty of room. Goalkeeper right behind it and choosing not to catch. Kawashima taking no chances to punch that ball away as it was fired in towards goal by Zavala. And that, the last action of the first half. Guardado picked out perfectly by Diego Reyes. Guardado's ball in, Chicharito! Mexico get their second goal of the Confederations Cup and their first from open play, and both of them have been scored by Chicharito. It's a brilliant header, but it has to be said that the cross was magnificent. Guardado. Dos Santos looking to take on Nagamoto. Dos Santos once more. Well, Mexico are claiming a corner and eventually they got it. Kawashima must have got a touch. It looked as though it hit the post. Excellent chance, and Mexico have a second. Chicharito again. Javier Hernandez doubles Mexico's advantage. Space here for Dos Santos, who will go for goal himself. Pushed wide by Kawashima. This is a terrific angle that will show us the shot. Kagawa is in plenty of room on this near side if Japan can actually work it out towards him, but Hosogai checked, and now Shinji Kagawa. Oh, it's a terrific ball. Okazaki against the bar and in, and Japan have a goal back. The ball back across from Endo, and Okazaki with the touch in off the underside of the crossbar. No need for goal line technology there. Clearly crossed the line. A minimum of 5 additional minutes to be played, and we're into those 5 now. Chicharito, can he break clear? Goes down, penalty. And a chance for Chicharito to get a hat-trick and to seal victory for Mexico, surely at this late stage in proceedings. It's saved! Chicharito with a rebound against the bar and away! And a huge cheer inside the stadium in Belo Horizonte. But you wouldn't have guessed so from the reaction inside the stadium. Chicharito with the save, with the shot. Pushed away by Kawashima, and then against the bar. The goalkeeper goes the right way, and it was lashed against the bar by Chicharito. And the referee blows his whistle. Mexico will finish third in Group A at the 2013 Confederations Cup after victory over Japan here in this final group match.